I did a couple of jobs in my pickup yesterday, but I kept dumping oil in there, and it kept pouring out about as fast as I could pour it in there. I said, "Well, I'm just gonna head home and park it until I can go through and do some work on it, replace it with the crankshaft seal, the pan gasket, valve cover gaskets. I've got some of that ordered, and some of that I'll probably just get from either O'Reilly's or AutoZone. I might do that in the next few days. Now, there's several key pieces of equipment I need. I know where all of my engine hoist is at. It's just disassembled, but I keep it disassembled here just to, well, mainly keep somebody from stealing it. I don't keep the hydraulic cylinder on there. I kind of keep that out of the weather. But anyway, I know where all that's. I've got a. I knew where one, my yellow engine stand was at, and a friend of mine he said, "Well, you got a black one." I said, "I don't have a black one." He said, "Yeah, you do. You rebuilt a 351 Windsor on that thing about 12, 15 years ago." So okay, if you say so. But anyway, he showed me where part of it was. The most of it, it'll be both together. So you can store is easy. But anyway, we spent about 2 hours looking. Let me show you the piece that holds the engine on. If I can, gosh, I think it's heavy. I got a bunch of CB radios I'll show you in a second. But this is a piece that you bolt to that you put bolt to the back of the engine on. But anyway, we spent about 3 hours looking for this thing. It eventually turned up it wasn't with the rest of the other parts of the stand. But anyway, man, this thing is heavy. I'm getting tired of holding it. But anyway, I've got all of my engine stand. What you do when you get it out, that way you can flip it around. You got the engine upside down. You can pull the pan off. It makes it a lot easier to work on. But anyway, in the process of cleaning this one storage shed out, I found about 4 of my old CB. Well, these are CB radios that I bought. Some of them I got at Goodwill. Some of them I found at other electronics places. Now, I know there's 3 that work behind my pickup seat. These I got no idea. I think at one time I tested these. These are all CB. Some of them are 23 channel AM. Some of them are 40 channel AM. I don't think there's any sideband radios in these. And I said I don't know I don't know which of these work or not. Probably tomorrow, next day, I'm gonna look them up and test them. There's another one. You take different mics, and I've got mics for some of them. That's uses a 4-pin mic. Some of these use that 5-pin that Radio Shack uses. Hang on, let me get this one. This one's got one of those quick disconnect brackets with it. If anybody remember these crazy things. Remember the days when you got an 8-track player and they had these things on there, so that when you took off, you went in the restaurant to eat, you took your 8-track player with you. You left your 8-track tapes in the car, but you took your radio out. Had one of those little slide things on there. How many people here remember these stupid things? Let me show you what else I got. I got this one. That takes a 5-pin mic. I think it's the same. Some of those took the 5-pin connectors, but they were wired different. Radio Shacks were wired one way, some of the other ones were wired differently. I don't remember what's what. I've got one more here. Got this little tiny one. I've got 4 behind my pickup seat. I know those all work. I've got 2 40-channel sideband rigs. I'm looking at them right now. They're here in my room with me because I don't keep those in my pickup because those are worth some money. 40-channel sideband rigs. Anyway, that's all. So I'll check those out. I got a piece of coax. I found some RG58. Take my word for it. It's here. It's under those CB radios. Now let me show you the voltmeter that I got from Amazon. It's one of those ones you get for like 15, 20 bucks. These are all Chinese-made crap. It does work. I've tried it a couple different things. I like to have at least 1 or maybe 2 backup. One good amp meter in my pickup, and 1 or 2 backup voltmeters, amp meters in my pickup, so that if one craps out, I've got something else that works. Because I would depend upon having a good working voltmeter in my pickup. Any good AC guy will tell you that, or any good electrician will tell you you got to roll with at least 1 good voltmeter with you. I wouldn't roll my pickup without a handful of key pieces of equipment, various supplies and equipment and stuff. Let's see. I think I've covered everything I'm going to cover here. the next couple of days, I'm going to pull the engine out, flip it over, do the seal, do the valve cover gaskets, do a few other things. That's you know what you're doing. Even then, it's a little bit of work. Not as bad if you know what you're doing, but even then, it does still take a little bit of time to do. You do end up twisting your body in places that you don't ordinarily do, and you're sore for a few days. Like I'm still a little bit sore from a week or so ago that I got a starter for a friend of mine. Okay, ciao, bye for now. Y va con Dios.